Alex Forte here, The Art of Simple Golf. Now, I want to show you a drill that is going to help you feel the right sequence in your downswing that isn't complicated, but should hopefully enable you to feel something that will give you the power and freedom that you want in your golf swing. The golf swing is pretty difficult. It's difficult to repeat all the time, and it gets even harder when you start thinking about very complicated positions and sequences. But there's a few little shortcuts we can make that hopefully frees your mind so you can actually execute the golf shots that you're trying to hit a lot freer anyway. And one of those is when we're on the downswing, we often see that people just sort of rush from the top and hit with the hands, something very much like this. Okay, that's a very typical golf swing. Does it get the job done? Sure, sometimes, but not as much as we'd like. Now, what we can work on is the right sort of sequence to generate power and get in that position that you see the pros do. Now, you might be a bit past your potential PGA Tour days, but you can still allow the body to move more naturally, just as you would if you were throwing an object, if you were skimming a stone, something like that. So there is a drill that we can do to enhance that. And what we're looking for is from the top of the swing here. I mean, that's not my back, but there's my backswing position, obviously. But from the top of the swing here, we want the sequence to use the ground a little bit more and get ourselves into this nice sort of slot position to be able to rotate and swing through with freedom. Now, sometimes we just do it by letting gravity help us a lot more, but sometimes we need a bit of a drill to trigger that emphasis. Now, what we're talking about is get into your backswing position. Now, I want you to just lay the club on your shoulder like so. Now, obviously this isn't an optimal golf swing position, but I've got my hips turned all the way back. Now from here, what I'm trying to feel is a rotation through. See how I'm dropping down and the butt of the club is coming back to the ball? Almost feels like a super lag, but that's not the feel. I'm not just moving my hands, it's actually happening from the lower body here. So now my knees are going back and my hips are opening. My chest is now able to open to the target, and I can swing through with a lot of ease. This is something you can do just at home, even without hitting balls, to feel that sort of nice waiting for the golf ball and then swing through. It's a nice feeling to be able to understand that actually a lot of good golf comes from leveraging the ground here and using that force to just throw the object, which is the club, down the fairway. But if we are too static with the lower body, the arms and hands take over, and we just get a bit stuck, and we get that swing that I performed earlier. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to take a bit of a golf swing here. So I'm going to make my backswing, okay? I'm going to place the club there. I'm going to feel that drill where I'm pulling the left knee, straightening it back, opening up, almost squatting down just there to feel that movement. Then I'm going to go back. I'm going to take my golf swing and I'm going to feel it. It might take a few attempts to get used to it. No, but I wasn't thinking about my backswing at all. I wasn't thinking about much else. I was just trying to emphasize that opening of that feeling. So let's have another go at that. So we make our backswing, put the club there, we drop, open it up. There's no strain when I'm doing this, it's just a nice feeling. Do it 3-4 times, and let's try and replicate it.